Good afternoon. This is Geoff Round. I have the honour of taking today's Global Associate meeting. Dan is travelling between Sweden and the UK, so we were hoping to have Graham presenting, but Graham is in Morocco at the leadership meeting and can't get an internet connection, so I am taking his place for today. So the agenda we will cover is recognition, then some very important news about the LEOcoin Wallet update, some items of coverage in the news, a review of what our events are doing at the moment, and what training we have available, and then we will finish off with the value pack, Leo Smart, Leo Banking, and of course our call to action at the end. So our congratulations go to Tariq Mahmood today. Tariq, unfortunately, I don't know him, but we can see from the picture that he's obviously very young and keen and has reached the marketing director level already. And I would expect to see him back on further GAMs where we will congratulate him again on his achievement. So well done, Tariq, and keep it up. So we are continuing to invest in staff, both specialists like our operations manager in Pakistan, Mr. Gori, and an assistant financial analyst, if I could say it properly, based in the UK. But most importantly, I think, is the team support representatives that we are continuing to invest in by bringing these people on board. And as you can see, we are broadening the language capability of our staff so that we can support our members in the language that they are most comfortable speaking in. So welcome to Ms. Imran, Mrs. Larson, Ms. Zhao, and Mr. Gujon, who is sitting with me here in the UK. So congratulations to all of those joining us, and we hope that that gives you some feeling that we are continuing to commit ourselves to the members and provide the support that we believe you deserve. So on the LEOcoin markets, we are not seeing a great deal of activity over the last week, and I think that is primarily down to the fact that we have launched the new LEOcoin Wallet. So people are busy converting their coins from the old system to the new one, and I would expect next week to see some upturn in activity as people come back on board with the new coin structure. So to remind you of what the upgrade is, it's a step forward in digital technology capability. So we are now the only LEOcoin where you can communicate privately and you can send private messages. So we're always very keen to ensure that our members are able to conduct their business without being watched by external parties. And this new LEOcoin structure using the underlying technology takes us a step further forwards. So that makes the LEOcoin unique nowadays. There's plenty of information around. If you're a technical person and you want to understand more about what the blockchain is, then there are plenty of places to look at, like the insight at leocoin.org. You can pick up your wallets at LEOcoin, and there are Facebook posts and other social media channels that are already covering this. The social media is not only our opinion, but other parties' opinions as well. So as members, what do we need to do? So if you're a member with a LEOcoin platform and you have coins on that platform, and it's a very simple process. You go into your back office and it asks you, do you wish to upgrade? And if you say yes, then it does it all for you. And that's as much effort as you need to put in order to get onto the new wallet. If, like me, you have a desktop wallet outside the LEOcoin platform, then it's actually quite a simple process. Now, I'm not a technical person, and I actually found it surprisingly easy. So if you go to leocoin.org, you can download a new wallet. You then take the address and pop it into the right space on the upgrade.leocoin.org, and then the system, and it took about 15 minutes, and it converted my LEOcoin from my old wallet into my new wallet, and 15 minutes later I was then ready to stake as I was before. So I was really surprised at how easy this is, given that this is a technological step forward. So I would encourage you all to do that, and don't leave it too long, because the longer you leave it, the more time it's physically going to take, because the more people are doing it all at the same time. So there is a deadline. You have to do it by the 21st of July, but don't hang around. I would get started now. If all of that seems a little bit too difficult, then you can always take your LEOcoin and transfer it to an external exchange like leoexchange.com, and that will be done automatically for you. So there are heaps of guides available on the leocoin.org website. So don't be scared, get on with it. If you do run into any problems or you're not sure, then of course our support team are available to answer any questions. So we've had some more coverage of Leo Crowd, this time by the Talk Business site. So they've been investigating many of the crowdfunding platforms that are available out there, and they've looked at what we've been doing, and you've seen on previous GAMs how we have been putting on presentations for the crowd organizations around the world. And we've got 5 top tips talking about planning your project, making sure that you get the right things in the right places at the right time, how being positive and persuasive will get you further along and speedier support from those who are willing and interested in funding projects. And an important point that maybe we all overlook is that people fund people. So one of the top tips is to make sure that you actually make this a personal activity. So you would describe what you're doing, why you're doing it, what your passion is, and what you hope to achieve. And then of course it's always useful to give something back. So if you're asking people to pledge money, then you offer them some perks, some rewards in other words. And then of course to promote it. So promote it in every opportunity, and especially on social media. Now on the Leo Crowd site there are 11 videos which are available to anybody to look at, and they're free. And then if you want to really get going, then there are a range of consultancy packages where our experts like David Johnston and Jeff Spires will help you to set up your project on the platform. We have another member in the news. This is Jean-Michel Sidem. He is living in Paris at present. He's a French gentleman, and the people who've got the Leo News app will have seen the article in French. For the rest of us, you can go to businessforhome.org, which has the same article but in English. The secret to his success is that he has an internal mantra which he repeats to himself, which he says, biggest in my mind, which is to keep reinforcing to himself that he is going to be successful, that there is nothing that's going to hold him back. He's going to win through every time. For the rest of us, he's given 3 top tips in this article. He says the first thing you should do is to set achievable goals that motivate you. So you can sit down at a table and you can write down some goals, but if they're not going to encourage you to get up in the morning, then they're not worth having. So make sure your goals motivate you. He also supports the idea of duplication, which is something that Leo is very keen to ensure people do. And he expresses it by saying, seek out successful people, talk to them, ask their advice, and follow it. So if people have been successful and you recognize that success, then you must do exactly what they've done, and you too will be successful. And then his last thing is a personal thing. Stay focused, because success is not easy, but it is achievable. So the harder you work, the more likely you are to succeed. So I'd recommend you looking at the businessforhome.org site to get the full story from Jean-Michel. As I said, we have people at the Leadership Summit like Graham, and they are going to have to focus on what they're there for, because they don't seem to have much of an internet access. So they're going to be there focusing and to discuss the business and what they want out of the Leo companies going forwards. So the welcome dinner is tonight, and then there is some intensive activity over the next few days. So you will have leaders representing your outlook on life. So the discussions will focus around the options, and we will have our senior team there, and Dan will be joining later on tonight. And we have people from all parts of the organisation there to discuss with members, with the leaders, to make sure that we are doing things which are useful to you. So we look forward to hearing the results of that later on in the week. Moving on a little, we've got the Côte d'Ivoire live seminar in July on the 15th. So tickets are available in the back office at present. So if you have contacts out there, or you're wanting to develop business out there, then make sure you get some tickets and make sure that people turn up to the live seminar. Then we have the 888 tour of China. So as you can see, Dan and Andy are going to have to be very fit to go on the 8 dates, the 8 different venues to give the 8 seminars. So the encouragement would be, of course, to have a full room at each event. So if you have contacts out there and you want to develop business in China, then make sure that you follow all the advice that's coming through and all the information, so you can get hold of tickets in time. So keep watching out for your emails and on the GAMs as we develop the agendas and we start to give you more details on this. So that's going to be some fabulous event, 8 towns in 8 days in August. So we have the Dubai executive trip. It's getting ever closer. Everybody has until the 30th of June to qualify. So if you're close to becoming executive, then don't miss out. As Emma's promised, it is going to be bigger and it's going to be better than ever before. So if you know people who've been there, and you will have heard how they've experienced this particular trip, it's going to be better than they've had. So make sure that you qualify. You have until the 30th of June, and you can learn all about what's on offer by visiting the website that you can see on your screens. There's 111 days until we go, but the important date at the moment is the 30th of June to qualify. So we have the Leo Carnival coming up in 2018 in Mauritius. And as you will know, the Route 1 qualification criteria is now passed, but there is still time to qualify by routes 2, 3 and 4. But this doesn't mean you can relax, because we've got a minimum of, a maximum of 300 people can go. So route 1's gone, but route 2 means that if you personally introduce 2 members and get them to associate by the 31st of October, you can get yourself a free ticket. And for those who are joining as a new member, then there is opportunity for them through route 3 in their first month, 1 new member up to associate rank to qualify for a ticket, and 2 new members if you're going to take a little bit longer and get 2 people up to associate rank by the 31st of October. But of course that really does mean if you've got any spaces left. So as you can see, the tickets available is 174 this week. So every GAM we show you what tickets are available, and that number keeps coming down and it's getting quite rapidly reducing. If you go to the website, you can see some of the agenda and some of the and you can see on the screen there what the rooms look like and some of the activities that are being outlined on that video. So if you need any more motivation about why you should go along, then that video should give it to you. So it's going to be a holiday, 6 days of fun and relaxation wrapped around 2 days of conference where it is serious learning for all of us to help develop our businesses even further. It is an exclusive resort. We have hired the entire place, so only members and their families and the resort staff are going to be there, and it's all inclusive. It's going to be a fabulous activity. So these are our latest qualifiers. Congratulations if that is one of you. If it isn't one of you, then you really do need to get your name up on that screen for next week, because as I said, the number of seats available is dropping rapidly and there will be no extension. There cannot be any more than 300 because that's all the little island will hold. So out of the 174 tickets left, as you can see, there are 199 people who are really close to qualifying. So if you want to be there, you're going to have to work hard and work fast. So these are the people who are coming up behind those that we saw on the last screen. So there's a lot of people in contention. So moving on then to the education part of the business, we're very pleased to have some new core line courses by Eric Mathiasen. Now, Eric is a NLP practitioner, and if anybody knows how to persuade people, then he is that person. So if you want to know how to adopt and to improve your chances of developing your business, then these courses are recommended to you. Now, last Thursday was the first of our webinar series on getting started. So that was very well attended, and we are holding these now every Thursday. So they are 2 o'clock English time for English speakers. And if you are a Chinese speaker or you know people out in China or in other parts of the world who would benefit from this, who would like it in Chinese, then at 1300 UK or 8 o'clock in the evening Chinese time with a Chinese translation, I would thoroughly recommend attending, because Andy knows what he's talking about, and you can prepare yourselves by looking at the Getting Started guide, which is available in 7 languages on the website. So I would recommend this. It helps you to focus and helps people to reach associate in their first 30 days. So the exclusive member bonus is still at £1,500, and I'm not quite sure why that is still at that price. We do know that the price of LEOcoin is moving, and that is a price that's going to be unsustainable for this value pack. So it won't last forever, and I think if we see activity pick up next week after the first of the new wallets are instigated by members, then we will see activity pick up, and I think the price of this value pack is therefore going to have to change. We've got the Leo Smart app is available on those 4 sites. So the Smart app is very good for getting new people on board. So with the Leo Smart app and the education that Andy is giving, these 2 tools will really help you to get to your place in Mauritius. So if you want to get people on board and get them to associate very quickly, then that's the combination that you need to follow. Get the Smart app, invite people, get them on the training courses. So Leo banking is getting closer. Dan has been in Sweden today, making further discussions and negotiations with that, and we look forward to hearing how that's going when he can let us give us an update on that. So only 55 days to go for Leo banking. So you can prepare yourself with the Leo banking ownership. So when you have your rewards from your sales, you can get your award in banking ownership shares as opposed to other forms of the ownership platform. So our call to action for today, do decide that you want to go to Mauritius. The number of seats available is getting shorter every day, so make every effort to be there before they run out. Do take advantage of the live seminars. It's a very good recruitment process. It's a very good training process. So I would invite you to get your tickets as soon as you can. The exclusive member bonus is unlikely to stay at £1,500 for much longer. We have the qualification for the Dubai executive trip. That's only on the 30th of June. Use the Smart app to build your teams that will help you to qualify for Mauritius. And do download the new LEOcoin Wallet. So that has to be done by the 21st of July. There are 3 ways of doing it, and they are all very simple. If you do encounter any problems, then our team support are available to answer those questions for you. So don't be shy, bite the bullet, get on with it. Don't leave it until the 20th of July in case things don't go smoothly. So I did it on Sunday and it was very simple, but I imagine I was one of the first people to actually get down and do it. So 21st of July, don't miss out. So next week I expect Dan to be back, so please do join us for the next meeting on the 26th of June. So thank you very much indeed for your attention today, and I wish you all the best for the coming week, and thank you very much indeed, and goodbye.